They'll leave it with him. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
Well, the defense blitzed on that last run, but it was the big fella on the inside that made the stop and made the play. Great job flying out of his stand.
Great to have you with us from Gerald J. Ford Stadium in Dallas. It's the Cal Golden Bears and the SMU Mustangs. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer with you. Holly Rose down on the sidelines. We check in with her now.
Thanks, Reese. Talking to the Cal head coach pregame, bringing his team in on the road against a very good team, ranked in the top 25. They have everything it takes to compete. This is a big matchup that fans are excited to see, but he said we have to execute early and eliminate mistakes at the line of scrimmage. Back to you.
Thank you, Holly. Really looking forward to this matchup. He'll bring it out. It's Adams. Couldn't find room for the big play. He'll be stopped after a short return. It's a coverage unit right on top of him. The Golden Bears offense that has the first possession of the game. And here comes Jaron Kiabe Sangapolatelli. He got roughed up in that last loss, sacked 6 times and threw 3 picks. Sangapolatelli using the back as a receiver on the screen. Gain of about 4 sets up a 2nd and 6.
Man, you gotta love the safety's eyes on that play. He didn't get lost. He didn't get enamored with everything that was going on in front of him, playing pass down the field. He locked eyes on that running back, saw the screen develop, comes upfield, makes the play, makes the sound tackle.
Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Marshall. Gets it out to the 20 after a pickup of 4.
Man, it's nice when you can depend on your big boys up front to make a lane, and you get 5 or 6 yards. You get 5 or 6 yards a pop. You move the ball down the field easily, and more importantly, can get this defense to be more aggressive, to bring DBs close to the line of scrimmage, and then that might open up some big plays down the field.
Makes a grab and room to run. He'll have enough to move the chains. It's first down at the 38.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on 3rd down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is, and you saw it right there on that play.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good one.
Caught in the backfield. It's Thomas. And the big fella couldn't elude the cornerback who makes a sure tackle.
Offenses don't like being in these situations. They don't like having little success on 1st and 2nd down, because now you know I got to pass the football. I got to air it out. It makes me really predictable. So just make sure you take care of the football and find those plays you really like.
Sangapolatelli, play action. He's going to take a shot. Catch inside the 25. Oh, he thought for sure he was going to be able to house that one, but a huge pickup all the way down to the 12.
Well, this guy obviously spent a lot of time in the film room this week because he is dissecting this defense early in the game in the opening drive. Great job with his eyes, great job with his rhythm, an explosive play there. This defense does not have an answer for this dude.
He's got it on the run, and he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain.
Well, that's great timing by the quarterback and receiver on that out route. If you're going to be running that against man coverage like they were there, that ball has to be thrown early, and it's got to be thrown out in front of the receiver, and they execute it perfectly.
Let's it go to the end zone. Touchdown, Golden Bears! Fired in from the red zone for the score.
I really like that drive for this offense. Putting last week behind them, putting a drive together, showing some explosiveness. This offense really put last week behind them. The poor performance last week, starting off with a bang here today.
Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And the extra point makes it 7-0. He'll take the return, try to get better field position. Excellent job by the kick coverage team. A pretty minimal gain on that return. So SMU's offense will come out to go on the attack for the first time. And here are the guys who make it go. Just an outstanding offensive line.
I think in college football, games are still won and lost in the trenches, David, and we are looking at one of the great offensive lines today in college football. They know every single week one thing. They're going to try to line up, and they're going to try and run the football. When you've got a tailback like they've got, and you've got this offensive line, man, they're hard to stop.
They are hard to stop, man. And what I love about offensive linemen, I like when they don't like people. And they enjoy moving people against their will. And this unit, man, they're going to pave holes, and this running back's going to get the credit. But make no mistake about it, that line up front paves the way and makes his job so much easier.
Right back to it. Drives into the pile just to pick up a one. They'll spot it at the 10.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They'll get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
To the air, it's Jennings. Here's the pressure. Leaping grab for a big gain. Coming through that third down conversion, and they'll mark it at the 43.
And that is a backbreaker if you're the defense, because you've done your job up to that point. You've set up the offense in third and very long. You know they're going to throw it. You cannot allow a guy to get open that deep down the field for an explosive play. Somebody's going to have to answer for that when they get to the sidelines.
He snagged it, but he'll be stopped short of the first down. Good, solid pickup on that play. And the Mustangs in a good spot here with second and short. From the gun, the give, looking for room. And they swarm him under.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck, no holes anywhere.
Third and short from the 49. Is this four-down territory? They'll try to get the first through the air. Makes the grab. Breaks into the open. Runs it all the way down, almost to the 10. They'll mark him out of bounds at the 12.
I like the aggressive play call there on offense. You're taking a shot on third and short. Maybe what you're thinking is, even if this is incomplete, we're going to stay on the field and we're going to go for it on fourth. But really nice route, beautiful throw. I don't know if the defense was expecting that, and they gave up a big one through the air.
What a job up front, and he'll lose a yard on that one.
I love when defensive backs come up and they are physical and they stick their face in the fan and they aren't scared. Talking to the defensive coordinator coming into this game, he knew his DBs had to tackle well. They had to get these running backs on the ground. Great start on this first drive.
To the air on second down. Rushes on him. Got enough space. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, SMU! If you're able to move the ball in a drive like that, the most overrated stat in football would be field position.
Agreed, and I think confidence is big right now after that last drive. To be able to flip the field like that, not just do it, but go down and score a touchdown. Running and throwing. For this offense now moving forward in this game, that last drive is going to pay big dividends.
And he knocks the extra point through the uprights. Fielded in the end zone, it's Adams. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Cal gets it back. The sturdy Golden Bear offense on its way to the field. Last time they had it, they were backed up in their own end, marched right down the field and scored, and now they'll try to do that once again. First play of this drive comes from the 14-yard line. Hold and fire complete.
I love early in a game getting my quarterback in a rhythm. Coming out, short passes, easy completions. Now we're getting in a good spot.
Picked up 5 on that last pass play. Now it's 2nd and 5. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
Well, this defense received a lot of well-earned accolades after registering 4 sacks last week. They've put everybody on notice, and they're doing it again here early, already registering a sack in this one.
It'll be 3rd and long. Jaron Chiave Songopolitelli throws to the wideout. Hauls it in. They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49. And they just want to give this guy a chance to make a play on 3rd down, and more times than not, he is going to deliver.
He's so good, so efficient, such a good route runner, got the speed, got the complete game, so you definitely want to highlight him, and especially on those downs that matter the most. If something's not open quick underneath, find him. He'll make those contested catches.
To the air on 1st down. Makes the grab. It's Perry. Breaks a tackle, and he might go. And a big hit at the end, but it didn't stop him from getting the 1st down.
Well, Cal has done an outstanding job replacing quarterbacks here in recent years. You lose Fernando Mendoza, he goes to Indiana, wins a national championship. But last year, David, true freshman, Songopolitelli, and the way he was able to play was just remarkable. A lot of people thought they weren't going to be able to hold on to him, especially with a new coach and Tosh DuPois coming in. But they did. And so now, big expectations for this offense.
But I love the way he handled himself last year. Just comes in, and it's just business as usual. And was big, was clutching some big moments, but ball comes out. It comes off his hands so pretty. Like now surrounding weapons coming in from different places. When you kind of establish yourself as a guy that to look forward to, a guy that's on the rise, people want to come play with you. So new staff, obviously, here in Cal. Can it be a new day and a new dawn for this squad?
Pulls and fires complete. Doesn't quite make it to the 1st down marker. He's a yard short. 4th down and 1, and they'll go for it. Has to get there to move the sticks. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the 1st down and a gutsy call to keep this drive alive. At the end of quarter 1, let's check out the start for both of these quarterbacks. That first quarter set the standard, and we hope we get a lot more of that here in the second. First play of the period, 1st down here. From the gun, he leaves it with the bat. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. They'll move the tight end. JKS unloads to the wideout. He's got it, and he will score. Touchdown, Golden Bears. Backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, no problem.
When you start in the black zone inside your own 20 coming out, it's difficult. You can give up a safety. You get worried about that. But the offense puts a great drive together. Great job executing. Great job getting a touchdown.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. He'll bring it out. It's Hale. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. The SMU offense is headed back onto the field. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. Running inside. It's Green. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
Wide receiver comes in motion. Back to throw, it's Jennings. Got rid of it in a hurry, but he couldn't find his man. It's incomplete.
It doesn't matter who it is, receivers, in this case, a tight end. You get open, you sometimes start to look at that green space in front of you, and you just take your eye off the football, lose your concentration a little bit, and miss that opportunity for possibly a big play.
Makes the grab. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the first down. The Mustangs will punt this one away. Fair catch is brought in at the 43, and they are set up nicely. Cal's offense headed out onto the field to start this drive. They reeled off a long touchdown drive the last time. They had it. Much better field position this time around. They go play action with Sangapolitelli. Got a man. It's Thomas. He makes the stop almost as soon as he catches it, and they're short of the first down. They got 3 on the last pass. Here comes 2nd and 7. They'll run play action. And that pass will be jarred loose on 2nd down. That brings up 3rd down.
Well, this offense has gone his way early and often in this game. They've gotten into a nice rhythm. That time, though, the defense was expecting to throw going his way. They put a really nice hit on him to force the incompletion.
From the gun on 3rd down, Sangapolitelli pulls it in. Crosses the 30, he's got away. Ripping through the defense and getting it all the way down to the 24-yard line. The Golden Bears with the 1st and 10. DB's locked up tight on the receivers. They'll move the wide receiver. Throwing Sangapolitelli. Safe completion on the screen. Tried to set up the screen, and the defense wasn't having it.
It's a really nice job by the cornerback playing with his eyes. He sees the running back release out of the backfield, sees him get the ball. And this guy's tough. You know, there are a lot of corners out there that would try to submarine these rig running backs, and then they get hurdled. Not this guy. Good job getting the tackle.
Touchdown, Cal! He got it right inside the pylon.
Man, oh man, it doesn't get easier than that. Look at the receiver. He gets wide open. Where's the defense? Nobody around. Easy pitch, easy catch.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point puts them on top 21-7. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they finish things up with a dart from 24 yards out. No shot at a return. It's out of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. SMU's offense headed out onto the field to start this drive. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, If you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game, so Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
Tackled after a short gain. It'll be 2nd and 9.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now, listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking for a man. It's Jennings. Fires to the wideout. That's caught. It's Knight. Steps out at the 34-yard line. Big pickup on that one in this offense within striking distance. And the Mustangs peeled off a huge chunk of yardage through the air and now back to the line. Wants to throw on 1st down. Quickly to the tight end. There he goes. Gets out of bounds after the big game, but they've got it 1st and goal.
This offense can get a lot of yards, and it doesn't take a lot of plays. You've seen that here. They have speed, speed, and speed. It kills you. And if guys get a little bit of space, they just gobble up yards. They've had the defense completely on their heels, and now they're all the way backed up against their own goal line.
With the run on 1st and goal. Nothing doing, and he was lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage at 2nd and goal.
If at first you don't succeed, try again. I wouldn't be surprised if they just turn around and hand it off to him again here on 2nd.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Back to pass. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18. Now on 3rd and goal, and that earlier sack left them with more ground to cover. We're at the 2-minute timeout, and these guys really need to build a little momentum to cut into this lead before halftime. And how big is that earlier sack now as they try to get it in the end zone here? Making side adjustments here. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. And they'll get him down inside the 5, but this offense powering toward a score. Timeout taken now by the Golden Bears. That'll be their 1st. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. The kicker looks a little disappointed. He'll not come into the game. They'll go for it on 4th and goal from the 4. Dropping back, it's Jennings. Fires into the end zone. Touchdown, Mustangs! Middle of the end zone, he's got it!
And I tell you what, that passing touchdown, man, that should spark this whole team. Like, the comeback is more than on now. Like, they got the touchdown. They cut into the lead. You want to get a stop and go into the half, get all the juices, all the excitement, and be like, listen, the passing game's rolling.
The Mustangs have the ball back and ready to go to work. Down 2 possessions to start this 3rd quarter. They'd love to build some early momentum.
You ain't lying, because you only got so many possessions here in the 2nd half, so now you're down. I got to maximize every single one, put your best plays together, start this drive off on a good note.
Yeah, it starts right here. Obviously, you can't get it all back on this drive, but you can create that momentum. You can create something special and some energy, but it's going to start with this offense here executing at a high level.
Pocket breaking down. And he just chucks it into the 4th row.
And that goes down as incompletion, but that's a smart play. And the QB coach and the OC will be very happy with the decision of the quarterback. He got outside the pocket. He obviously was he's outside the tackle boxes. He knew he could throw it away as long as he got it past.
And the defense, they've got him at the 27.
You have to imagine the game plan in the 2nd half. Being down, I got to come out and throw the football successfully, but how about this offensive line? They don't do their job. They don't protect their guy, and the defense setting the tone right out the gate. Yep.
3, but the offense set up in pretty good field position. Here comes the Golden Bear offense ready to start this drive. The give, it's Marshall. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And if this defense wants to get back in the football game, they've got to match the physicality of this offense. And that's a great start here in the second half. Like coming out, not letting them run the football, being the more physical and more aggressive team.
Songapolatelli hauls it in. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with a first down.
It's a nice play call there. You've got 2-possession lead. You're trying to keep the defense guessing, right? Because you've got that lead. They know you're going to run it, but you still have got to be able to sprinkle in some shot plays and some vertical throws. That was really, really good thinking on that last play call by the offense.
On the move, he fires. Got it in the middle. It's Hendricks. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down.
The defense has got to be able to make a play at some point here in the second half. You're down 2 possessions. You need to steal a possession badly. You need to have a takeaway. The coverage is going to have to be way tighter than on that last throw. Otherwise, this offense is just going to go up and down the field.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Jaron Kiave Songapolatelli. The sure hands, it's Marshall. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker. Following the completion, we get a stoppage to check out the injured player. The senior defensive tackle being looked at by medical personnel. Holly Rowe will keep us up to date on how he's doing. This is the type of play that decides games. Are you tough enough to convert 3rd and short from the 30? They'll try to pick it up on the ground. There's some room. They'll get him on the ground, but he takes it all the way down to the 10. Now there's still a Mustang who is unable to get up. I'm sure Holly will find out what's going on, and for the moment, we will step aside. And the Golden Bears have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Marshall. Touchdown, Cal! And they take it in for 6 more points. They are seizing control and taking away hope as they push out the lead in this Week 8 showdown.
The screen game is such a big part of this offense. A nice job by the quarterback holding on to it until the last possible second, and the O-line getting downfield, picking up their blocks. They make it about as easy as they can for this running back to find the end zone.
And with the extra point, they now have a 3-possession lead at 17. A 67-yard touchdown drive there. And they finish it off by connecting from 10 yards out. Fielded in the end zone. It's Hale. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. The Mustangs offense is ready to go on the attack. Trailing now by 17, David, this is an opportunity that they need to answer.
And down by 17, it's not panic mode yet. Like, I know we just gave up some points and our defense hasn't played great. I think this offense can still be who they are.